Hello, everybody. Rabbi Mark Lichtman here at Temple B'nai Tikva, and I'd like to invite you today to repeat after me these very important and ancient words from our Jewish tradition. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al netilat yadayim. And those words mean, blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who sanctifies us with commandments and commands us regarding the washing of our hands. Yes, it is the case that in Judaism, the washing of the hands is a sacred obligation. And of course, now that is the case more than ever, as we, along with everybody else in our society, faces the growing threat of the COVID virus. The good thing is that if you say that blessing in English and in Hebrew, nice and slowly, and maybe add on a couple seconds, it takes about 20 seconds to perform the ritual, which is just how long we're supposed to be washing our hands several times a day. So that bracha, that blessing, can provide a nice way for you to structure the fulfillment of this important obligation that we all share. We here at Temple have been working very hard to respond in the most appropriate way we can to the growing threat of this horrible virus. And what that means for us for the time being is that we are going to be increasing our physical distancing from one another. You should have by now already received an email informing you of the cancellation of services and almost all the other in-person events here that will be that have been scheduled here at Temple for the next few weeks. We're doing that to be sure that everybody stays as safe and as healthy as possible. At the same time, we are doing everything we can at this time of growing physical distancing in order to maintain our social connections with one another. And what that means is that over the next few weeks, we're going to be experimenting with live streaming and all kinds of other ways of maintaining our connections through the technologies available to us. And you should keep your eyes on your emails for information detailing how that's going to happen. You see, just because we're physically distancing ourselves from one another, that doesn't mean that we have to socially distance ourselves from one another. And as a matter of fact, if we're doing our job, then precisely the opposite should be happening. With the physical distancing and the isolation that can bring, it's important for us all, both as institutions and as individuals, to maintain our connections. Along those lines, you'll probably be getting a call within the next several days from a member of our congregation, just checking up on you, to make sure you're doing okay and to see whether there's any way we can help. And I implore you all to call your friends and your acquaintances, particularly those who might be vulnerable at this time, to make sure they're doing okay. And certainly, if there's anybody in our community that needs support, we hope that you'll let us know so that we can reach out. Most importantly these days, please pay close attention to the health professionals and follow their instructions regarding personal hygiene and physical distancing, because with our help we can minimize the impact of this horrible disease. Physical health and the health of our community isn't only a human value, it is also a Jewish value. It is incumbent upon us all that we do everything we can to ensure that we are all doing as well as we can be during these difficult times, and that we get through these trying times together. Let's remember that we are a community. We need one another now. I know I speak on behalf of us all at Temple when I say that if you need any support at all, please let us know. And please reach out to one another. And soon, God willing, better days will prevail. Ken Yehi Ratzon. So may this be God's will. Shalom.